Olis! Hi! How are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. I am Victoria and this is Victoria.zip, a channel where I talk about my crafting, currently knitting because that's my new hyperfixation. So I wanted to start by mentioning what I'm wearing. I'm wearing this vest that it was done following a free tutorial here on YouTube by Menonits. And the checker design was done by me by working on in Tarsha. So on the last video I did mention that I am quite new to knitting, but that my mom knits and that I like to crochet, and I have been doing that for 15 years. So I do have a stash. It's not really big and it consists mostly of scraps, but I do have some things that are newish and I wanted to show them to you and talk about my future plans. So I do have some notes on my iPad, so if I look down it's because I'm trying to remember what I wanted to say. So to start, I wanted to show you this cashmere I got in Argentina in this store called Florencia. It's beautiful. It doesn't have any tags, which is a shame because I feel like everyone should have the right to touch this yarn because it's extremely soft. I was told it's 100% cashmere and I think that's true because it's extremely soft and it's beautiful. I have around 350 grams of this and I'm planning to make a tee with this, a basic tee. I want something very clean and classic, but I haven't decided what I'm going to make. I have 3 patterns in my mind. If you have any suggestion for other patterns, I would love to hear it down in the comments. So thank you. So I will show you my 3 strong contestants. So let's start talking about the patterns. The first one I wanted to mention is the Cumulus Tee by Petit Knit. It's tee working stockinette with a rounded V in the front. There are 7 sizes to it, made to fit bust circumference from 80 to 130 centimeters. And I like it because it's really classic. The sleeves are quite long and it doesn't have a really deep neck. So, and it's also oversized. So that's kind of the vibe I'm going for. You're going to notice that in the following patterns, because the other tee that I really like is the Air Tee by Oseta. It's also an oversized tee, work from the top down, and it has drop shoulders and it features a really nice detail on the back that I'm obsessed with. The tee does have 12 centimeters of positive ease and there are 9 sizes that are made to fit bust circumferences from 76 to 152 centimeters. And this pattern calls for a finger weight yarn. I think I didn't mention for the Cumulus Tee, but it is suggested for the Cumulus Tee a light fingering yarn. And the following last pattern I was thinking of making is the tee number 1 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. It's also a loose fitted shirt with 10-15 centimeters of positive ease. It does have a really nice folded edges that make it look really crisp, and it this one does have 8 sizes. It is designed to fit bust circumference from 80 to 140 centimeters. And this pattern does call for a fingering weight yarn. So those are my 3 contestants. I think I will do the Victoria.zip because I'm really obsessed with the back. But I would need to swatch the cashmere, and I will decide it when I do that. If I meet Gage, I will follow that one because I think it's beautiful. So the following thing I have is this cotton. Is the Clea number 5 by Círculo. This is a Brazilian cotton. It does have, I think it's 100 grams, 150 grams, and it comes with 750 meters. It's mercerized cotton. I have worked with this for several crochet projects and I love it. It's really soft. I know that's a critique that some people does have for cotton, that they find it scratchy, but this one is really nice. And it has, I don't know if you can see it here. Let me remove the bag. It doesn't have like a glow to it. I really like this one. So for this yarn I have a pattern in mind, and it's the Sunday Tea by Petit Knit. I'm obsessed with that tea. I think I have been saying the word obsessed a lot, but I'm obsessed with knitting. I did say it's my current hyperfixation. So yes, I'm obsessed with that tea. It's so pretty, it feels so elegant. I need to have it. Well, this tea is worked from the top down. It has a circular yoke that is worked in a rib pattern, and you do the increases while doing the ribbing. But then all the sleeves and the body are worked in stockinette, and it's finished with a folded edge, which also, as I mentioned before, I found it really nice, clean. It is thought to have around 2 to 8 centimeters of positive ease, and the sizes are designed to fit a bust circumferences from 80 to 150 centimeters. And the pattern does call for a figure weight yarn. I think I will have to hold it double. I originally was planning to make a sleeveless top. I did quite a few rows, but then I realized that I don't wear sleeveless tops because I'm afraid that if the sun touches my shoulders, I'm going to evaporate. So that's why I decided to not do that project anymore. I can't remember who is the designer of this pattern, but it was a free pattern and it was really great and really nice explained. I will link it down below so you can check which was, and well, I can probably do some magic of editing and add the pattern somewhere around here. Okay, so that's everything I have for new yarn. The following 2 things I'm going to show you are pieces of clothing. Okay, so this one is a Zara cardigan that I got when I was in university, so plenty of years ago, and I used to wear it like crazy. This one is extremely warm as it is 100% wool. And I think right now this doesn't match my style at all. Also, it doesn't fit me. Let's be sincere. This is an M. I think I'm XL right now, so I'm not going to be able to wear that anytime soon. So I will unravel this and make something new. And the following one is this ugly ass sweater. Okay, no, it's ugly from every angle you look at this sweater. It's ugly. I hate it. It's from Lolita, which is a brand that I think is sold only in Latin America. I'm not sure about it. This sweater was passed down to me by my cousin because she didn't like it, and I was planning to take it to maybe a second-hand store, but this sweater was in my parents' house, and when the pandemic hit, I was also at my parents' house, and I had back for like just a few days, and then those days became weeks, and then those weeks became months, and then the winter arrived and I didn't have anything to wear and I was cold. So I wore this sweater every single day of 2020 winter. It's ugly, but let me tell you something I was able to discover. It's extremely warm. Until like yesterday when I was taking this sweater, I used to think that this was made of wool, but it's not. It's mostly polyester acrylic and it does have only a 5% of wool. But let me tell you something, that 5% of wool, it's warm as crazy. It does a great job of keeping you warm, you know. But now that I'm going to places, I don't have anywhere to wear this thing. But I don't want to get rid of it because it's ugly. Nobody's going to love it or wear it. So I just want to make something with this yarn because, as I mentioned, it's extremely warm. I'm planning to unravel it too. With these two garments, I want to do vests because after making this one, I became obsessed with vests. I want to wear this thing with everything, but sometimes it doesn't match because it's checkered. So I thought about making plain vests. So I will make a black one and a pink one. But this time, instead of using the pattern by Menonits, which I will say again, it's amazing, I want to try something different, something that is working on the round. So while I was researching, I did find a YouTube tutorial, so it's free, yay, by Loro Unikosh. She's a Korean designer. I just say Loro as I will say parrot in Spanish. So I don't know which is the current pronunciation of that word, so I'm sorry. So what I did find was the easy sleepover vest. It is work top down. First you do the back, then the front, and then you join them in the round and start working. It does have only one size, which is designed to fit a bust circumference of 112 centimeters. I might need to do some maths, but I haven't tested neither of these yarns. Well, of course, they are in one piece. I haven't unraveled them and made swatches, but once I do, I will check if I need to do some adjustments and do some maths. but I don't care because the pattern is free and that's okay. I was thinking about making something from a fit pattern because this is not new yarn, so I didn't feel like spending money. Maybe at the end this thing turns out horrible when knitting, so I will do a free pattern, but I did some research anyway, and if you do want to make a V neck pattern but you don't fancy doing matte, you can do the best by Shane Watts, which is a beautiful classic best oversized with a deep V, and it comes in a lot of sizes, made to fit bust circumference from 98 to 177 centimeters. It's working the round, bottom up, and it looks really pretty. So that's an idea if you don't want to do any maths. So that was my stash. I know it's not a lot, but I do have other things, but these are the ones that I planning to make soon, especially the vests, because here in the southern hemisphere it's still winter and I do want to be able to wear them soon. And also I don't know how fast of a knitter I am, and I really want to have them ready for November when I'm planning to visit Spain, and I know there is going to be fall, so I think in the chilly weather it's going to be better. And as they are going to be plain vests, I think they will be a pretty nice piece to have handy, because I will be able to make fits easily with any of them. So yeah, that's it. So let me know in the comments if you have any other suggestions, any pattern that might work for these yarns, or if you have tried any of the patterns I mentioned before. See you in the next one, and thank you for watching. Bye bye!